Christmas. Holiday. Sorry. Holiday. Holiday. It's not. Just, hi. Welcome. I'm Ron. This is Ageless Balance. It's the special Christmas. Oh, I did it again. Holiday edition. All right. We're just going to stretch today. We need it. We haven't done this in a little while. All stretching. Bring the arms up over the head. Breathe in. Try to keep yourself out on the edge of the chair during the entire session. Shoulder blades are back. Ears, shoulders, hips all lined up. Just bring the arms up. Sweep them back down the sides again. And again, bring them up over the top. Deep breath in. Push the stomach out and exhale. So you're just bringing the arms up as high as you can. You don't have to come all the way up to the top. You're just getting some movement in those shoulder sockets. Getting the fluid in there, getting the joints to get a little range of motion in them. A lot of range of motion in them. Shake that out. We're just going to bring the arms up front this time. Again, as much as you can to start out with, roll the shoulder blades back. Come back down, hands up behind you. Don't lean forward when you do this. Keep your body in neutral so you get all the stretch from the shoulders through the chest. One more time. Up. And back down again. We are going to do the neck. Just nice and easy, starting out with just turns. Don't go too far with it. Just around like that. And back again. The whole time you do this, most important things, eyes stay forward. Don't let the chin come down as you're doing that. Shoulder blades stay back. Spine stays in neutral. You're just bringing that chin around. Nothing else goes. For the first couple, you just want to warm those muscles up, especially on the neck. There's so much going on in there. You want to make sure that those gets a little flexibility in them before you do too much with them. Again, back over to the one side. So don't let the shoulders roll at the same time when you're doing this. If you do, there's no stretch that happens there, except lower back, which is strain, not stress. Stretch. And back to center. That way. One more time. Around this way. And back again. Up. So shoulder blades back, chest is out, and you're just bringing that chin up as much as you can. Stretch through the front, under the chin, all the way down into the sternum. Up. Kick the chin up, jut it out just a little bit. And nice and slow, bring it back down, stop in the center. You always want to stop right here. Kind of roll around, shake it around, and then we go down. So they don't go all the way to the top, to all the way to the bottom. Now, shoulder blades back, chest is out. Really important on this one that you've got the shoulders back so that you get the full stretch as you bring the chin down to the chest. Feel the stretch going all the way up the sides, all the way up the middle, all the way to the base of the skull. And back up again. It's hard to swallow when I've got my chin on my chest. All right, we're going back up again. This time at the top. Rotate slowly. And then bring the head down on the side. Back up with that rotation as you're coming over the top. Stop right here. Shake it out. Back up. And the other way. I did not decorate the ceiling. I should have. I have to look at it. And back up. I should put posters up there or something. I need a clock up there when I'm doing floor exercises. All right. Chin to chest. You didn't need to know that. I'm sorry. Chin down to the chest. Shoulder blades are back. Chest is out. And same thing. Chin follows the chest around to the side. And then raise it up as you get to the side. And then back down. And again, you can stop in the middle. Stop right there. Back down. And over. So that I've seen a lot of people do a fast right to left, swinging the neck back and forth. And it just, mine cracks in ways that it really shouldn't, I don't think, when I do that. Ear to shoulder, don't do it until you get set first. Most important thing, right straight down. You don't want the chin down or the head back. when you come down to the side. And you want that ear to line right up. So it happens a lot as chin comes down, shoulder comes back, because we think we want to get all sorts of height on that. And we don't. We just want this nice straight line, not putting any tension on anything. Just bring it up, except in those muscles that we want right there. Top of the shoulder, into the ear. Other side, same thing. Drop the one arm down. And back to the other side. You can get a little more this time. I forgot to stop in the middle. I have to remember that. And back up like that. Now down to the other side one more time. So take that hand, the down hand, push it as far as you can, pull it down through the shoulder blades. Ear comes over to the side, back up to the middle, other side. So feel the great stretch happening all the way down that extended side. Contracted side, you can feel working, warming those muscles up. Extended side, great stretch all the way up into the base of the skull. And bring it back up to center. Roll the shoulder blades back. Just little shoulder rolls like that. You can bring the arms up a little bit, keeping the elbows bent. You don't want to get all sorts of tension out there, all sorts of lever length. You want to start out nice and easy. Rolling forward, rolling back. This is forward. And there's that clockwise and counterclockwise thing. I can never figure that out. All right, one arm at a time. Straight out. Rotation up. So I found out, we've always done two arms. I found out I can get a lot more stretch when I was doing these, just practicing and doing my own stretches. I found out that by just using one arm at a time, holding everything else in place, I was able to get a lot more stretch out of the shoulder just using that single arm. And up. Bring it back. Don't lock the elbow out. Make sure you got at least a little bend in there, but whatever works for you, whatever distance you have, whatever rotation you got through that shoulder, take it. If it hurts, don't do it. Other side, same thing. Arm up overhead, little bend in the elbow, and rotation. Palm down on the way down. As you get to the bottom, you rotate all the way around, getting that rotation of the arm in the socket as well. And back down. Palm up on the way up. As you get to the top, rotate. Palm down as far as you can get it. So you mean, there's a mouse there. We have a mouse. I won't let the cats out in the garage. Up and back down. Other side, roll it up, roll it over, and back down. Again, arms right out front. Working the upper back. You want to feel this right across the shoulders, right below the neck. You're just going to roll the shoulders forward. So nothing else moves. You're not bringing the chest forward. You're not bringing the head out. It is just shoulders roll out. Feeling the muscles work on the inside of the chest to bring those shoulders forward. Getting that great stretch to the upper back. And then bring it back in. Again, you want to take and roll those shoulder blades back. Get yourself in neutral. Back of the head to the tailbone. Straight line. And out. And back in one more time. This time, as you go out, you're going to bring the arms up overhead. As high as you can get them, as far back as you can go. Don't worry about how high you can get. When you feel that stretch through the top of the arms, when you get to the very end, you're going to feel the stretch. You don't go past that as soon as you feel it. And then bring the arms back down. Spread the legs just a little bit and bring them right straight down. Full range of motion. Down. And back up again. Shoulders are out. As you bring it up, you want to feel it stretch through the back and then through the chest. When you get to wherever the top is for you, roll the shoulder blades back. Deep breath and exhale. Bringing the arms back down. Again, arms right out front. Rotation. This time chest follows the hands around. Eyes go with it. Take that lead hand and just lightly pull, but don't let the sits bones move. Don't let the knees move. Just right around. Feel the stretch up the side of the spine on that extended side, front arm side. And bring it back to center. Take your time with this. Be very gentle. with yourself. Be kind. Be kind to your body. And rotate. And if anywhere near the stretch on this side, and bring it into the middle. Bring the arms down. Shake it out. Let's work that spine a little bit more. Hand on the outside of the thigh, opposite arm, opposite leg, shoulder blades back. To keep your spine from getting injured, to keep your back from getting injured, especially the lower back on this one, roll the shoulder blades back, get the chin out, chest out, looking right straight out in front of you. And then again, rotate chin with chest, using this back arm for leverage. Little leverage. Leverage sounds like really cranking on it. Yeah, don't do that. It is just nice, easy, like that. See the difference? Bring it around. Using that back hand, get the shoulder blades back. Make sure if you feel anything in the lower back, anything, right down here, right at the tailbone, stop immediately. Just get out of it. Try it again. Maybe not go back as far. Roll the shoulder blades back. Make sure that you're in neutral. Now the other side, same thing. Hand on the outside of the thigh. Roll the shoulder blades back. And use that back hand to help pull you around a little bit. Front shoulder doesn't move. Tall. Not at all. Roll the shoulder blades back one more time. And bring it back to center. Shake it out. Fingers intertwined. Palms right straight up. Shoulder blades back. So you go as high. Remember Yugo's Cambodian car? Fingers away, palms away, pushing up through the arms, however far you can get. Really work on getting that range of motion through the wrists, through the fingers. So you don't have to go all the way up and then you can't get the wrists around. Get the wrists as far as you can get them and then just push through a little bit. And it took a long time for me to be able to get my wrists with that much rotation. But I got it. It comes. It comes. You just stay with it a little at a time. Take a little more each time, and it just gets better and better. Head up over. Head on the inside of the upper arm. And rotate, or side bend. Down. Deep breath in. You just want to feel the stretch in the rib cage right now. Back up. And to the other side, same thing. Head stays up. You don't want to let the head drop down, putting all sorts of stress on the neck. And use that top hand to pull yourself back up again and bring the arms down. Demo here for a second. If you can't get the arms all the way up, even with the ears, keep them out front. But when you come down on the side, make sure the ear, shoulder, and hip are always in alignment so that all you're doing is doing a side bend to that spine. What you don't want is to lean forward and bend to the side. One thing at a time for the spine. It's all it can handle. Arms out front. One arm at a time. We're going to bring it around as far as we can. Called an open book. Wherever that is, everything else stays straight. You're going to feel the stretch right here through the front of the shoulder going into the chest. And again, it's however far you can get it back. But keep the hand up. So we can get it back farther if we drop it down to the side, then it goes way back. We're not looking for that. We're looking for the stretch here across the top of the chest. So that arm comes back, little bend in the elbow. I switch sides. You should too. Join me. Join me on this side. Bring it around. And back in again. And down. Shake that out. We're going to come up over the top. We're going to do another side bend. This time you're really going to draw down with these obliques on this side as you come up over the top. And just let the arm kind of fall. You're going to get more stretch through the shoulder and down through the rib cage as you do. So this is more of a side of the body stretch than stretching out those vertebrae. Deep breath in. Let gravity help you just a little bit. Arm up to get back to the other side. Use the arm to help bring you over. It's a nice flow like a seesaw. And other side. Draw that arm down. Let that other one go way up over the top so you get lots of stretch through that shoulder, through the shoulder blade. Up and over. Nice. Hand behind the head. Hands across the water. Hands behind the head. Chest is out. This is a great one to get the shoulders in neutral. So you bring those elbows back as far as you can get them, and you're going to squeeze those shoulder blades for that very last piece. And when you do, it's going to put you in that little bit of a hyper extended back, but not a lot. Just stay right here for right now and hold that. And the first thing we're going to do is bring the elbows in. It's an elbow fly. Squeeze it together. So don't bring the head down. Don't push on the back of the head and chin comes to chest. So just elbows coming together or as close as you can get. My head gets in the way. And then back open again. All the way back. Get the chest back out again. Make sure you're in neutral. Head right straight up looking out in front of you. And bring it forward. I'm grimacing because I can feel that stretch to the top of the back and to the back of the shoulders. And back again, roll the shoulder blades back, bring the arms down. Ooh, shake that out. Feet right here, apart. Let me move back here. We're going to take and just drop in between, hands on the thighs for right now. As you come down, you're going to bring the shoulders down toward the floor, but not the chin to the chest. So it's not looking down. It is bringing the shoulders around. Spine stays straight all the way to the back. Top of the back going up into the neck. And just let gravity work here. And then use your hands and bring it back up nice and slow. Don't use the lower back to come back up. Use the hands for right now. First time we've gone into them, we want to get those muscles warmed up first. Same thing. Roll the shoulders toward the floor. Exhale as you do. Don't go too far. We are just warming these muscles up. You do not want to take them to the end of their range right now. You want to make sure they're ready before we do that. This time, hands out in front. If you're comfortable with it, drop the arms right straight down. Your shoulders are going to arch more, and then you're going to have that bowl in the front. As you reach down, get a better stretch through the inner thighs on this. Hands up on the thighs. Again, push the shoulder blades back. Anytime you're down here like this, you always want to bring the head up first, working the shoulders, working those muscles in the upper back to pull you up to here. And then you can use these muscles in the back chain to lift you up. What a lot of people will do is use that lower back to lift everything up at one time. And it's a two-stage. You want to get that back in neutral. Then you can come up. Again, you're taking a lot of stress off the lower part of that spine. All right, little deeper this time, laying on top of the thighs. So just drop yourself down underneath or arms on the side, whatever's comfortable for you, for your shoulders. Coming down like that. I'm keeping my head up so that you can't see my bald spot. Oh, you still can. Never mind. It's still there. And bring it back. This time, shoulder blades back, just like we just talked about. Head up and then squeeze. Exhale right here to bring you back up again. Shake that out. That is so nice. All right, a couple things we're going to do yet. Push your hands out. We'll have to hurry because this will be the end of the upper body. We're going to take hands out, rotation. That grapefruit juicing motion, lids, can lids around and back, getting rotation through the shoulders. Shoulders are a universal joint. We need to get them going in all directions. And back, out to the sides, same thing, same rotation. Around and back. As you come forward, you're going to feel the muscles in the chest tighten up to bring the shoulders forward and then back again. My shoulders are really out of level there. Around and back, shoulder blades back, and bring that down. Grab a drink of water. Come on and sit back down again. We're going to go to lower body. We got the upper. Now we got to do hips and legs and all of that stuff. So if you notice, we started kind of worked our way down through the body, starting at neck, working through the shoulders, upper back, chest, and then on down into the torso and getting the lower back at the very end. This time, we're going to start from that spot right there with the hip flexors, shoulder blades back. Find your neutral before you get started here. So let's shoulders back, chest out, feet in alignment with the knees, the hips, and the shoulders. Everything's lined up, everything points forward, and everything will continue to point forward. Don't let yourself twist or bend. Sits bones should never come up off the chair. You should feel even pressure on both sides all the way through this. If that's coming up, you're cheating the stretch. Nothing is happening there except you're putting the back in a really bad spot with no stability. So don't do that. All right, first things first. We're going to bring the knee up. Just an easy march. Bring the heel up first. Shoulders are back. Chest is out. Hold on to the thighs to push off of to keep the shoulder blades back. Small lift. Excuse me. Again, you're out at the edge of the chair. You're just picking up just a tad and up. And then as these muscles warm up here, you can start getting up just a little bit higher as you lift up. And you can start coming up slower. As you get that leg higher, you also want to start coming up slower. If you're having problems, if the shoulders are rolling forward as you're lifting that leg, grab onto the back of the chair, the underside of the chair. Just use it as a little help to keep those shoulder blades back so that nothing else in the body moves but that hip flexor right in the front of the leg, lifting that leg up. Just like if you were picking your leg up walking. There's a purpose. There's a purpose to this. All right. One side at a time, we're going to grab on behind the thigh. Towel if you've got it, if you need it. And lean back only enough that you can get those shoulder blades back. So you grab onto the back of the thigh. Shoulder blades are back in that neutral position. Extend out, keeping the toe, knee, and hip all in alignment. So really concentrate on not letting that foot go off to the sides. Comes right straight out. Feel the muscles working in the front of the leg, stretching in the back, and down. Hold it there for a little bit. And down, a couple more. Down, last one. So wherever you're at, for your body and your muscles, how tight they are, how much stretch you've got in them, you may be down here and just lifting that knee up a little bit. You're feeling these muscles work in the front of the thigh. You're feeling the muscles in the back. Stretch. You're absolutely where you need to be. Other side, same thing. Shoulders back, chest out. Everything's lined up. I got to do that first. Out, especially on this side. My left has a tendency the toe has a tendency to curl out. So I need to make sure that I keep everything lined up, strengthening those muscles, keeping my alignment. Stronger muscles will always take precedence, and they will always work in your favor if you strengthen them up in the direction you want the joints to go. Out and in, nice and slow. Take your time. When you get to the top, just hold there for a second, or 5, or 10, and back down one more time. Out and back in again, and set that down. I like these. Leg out. And we're just going to let the toe roll out to the side and roll back in. What we're doing is we're rotating this joint right here, the hip joint. Leg comes up into that socket, and we're taking and moving that side to side, making sure that we're getting lots of range of motion in there as far as we can, but make the knee follow the toe around. So don't just have the toe going side to side. You want to feel this entire leg turn and back again. Over. When your foot's in, you're going to feel the stretch on the outside of the leg. Actually, you're going to feel it all the way up the side as you do that. And out the other way. Back in. And out. Other leg, other side. Same thing. Same move. Out to the side. And back. Really important. Knee and toe. Nothing else moves. You just want to get as much motion as you can, like this, through that hip joint, back and back, out and back. One more time. Pull it around and back. Again, relax. Back over to the other leg, toe up, knee extended. You're still going to have a bend here. First thing you want to do though is make sure your shoulder blades are back, and we're going to do this hip hinge into the leg with the toe back as far as we can get it. What you're looking to do is get these muscles in the back of the lower leg, just the calf muscles, shoulders back and forward. So right now I am feeling it all in the hamstrings in the back of my thigh. So I'm going to put a little more bend in the knee and see if that works for me. That didn't do it. I'm going to extend out a little bit more. There we go. So I had to push that heel out a little bit and then bring that toe back a little bit more. Again, if you've got a towel, this is a great place to use it to bring that toe back. You want to stay below the knee, and just above the heel. Calf muscles, and it's not, so you've got that big calf muscle that's right in front, but there's muscles behind it that you need to get stretched too, that they don't see the light of day. They're being shadowed constantly. And that's why if we don't do these, lifting the toe up, getting that stretch back there, we don't get those, and that's when you get the cramps in the back of the leg. Other side, same thing. In those big muscles back there, or if they get tight, you'll get stretching, pulling through the arch of the foot as well. And it feels like plantar fasciitis, and it's not. Again, look for it. You have to find it. Everybody's stretch is different. Everybody's body is different. You have to find the spot that's right for you. That place that you know where you're trying to get, above the heel, all the way up to the underneath the knee. Slow down. And bring it back up again. Back out. Back out, back out. Now we're going to do the hamstrings. Up. We were supposed to do the hamstrings first. My bad. Coming down, rolling shoulders forward, or rolling the upper body, coming into that hip hinge. Right here is all the movement, right through the side of the hip. As you come forward, relax the toe, back of the leg, back of that thigh, above the knee. Again, staying away from directly behind the knee, but above the knee, going up into the glutes. Lay into it. Use the hands, bring yourself back up again. Exhale as you do that for a little assistance there, using the core, using those muscles in the lower back and the glutes. Same thing on the other side. Relax the toe. Extend that knee out just a little bit more than you had before. And down you go. This right here, shoulder blades back. Also, make sure that you're pointed right at that toe. And don't do this. I don't know where that came from, but to twist the back as you're doing that, there's no more stretch that comes to the back of the leg, which this is for, if you turn the body in to get that arm down farther. That one I don't understand. A great stretch every day. This one should be done absolutely every day. The calf muscles and the hip flexor or hamstrings. Use the hands, bring yourself up. New one we don't normally do. Let that toe drop out to the side. Right there, so you got that leg turned, knee toe in the same direction. You're going to come down into a hip hinge, which you're going to feel. So there's 3 muscles that make up those hamstrings. And what you're going to feel is with this turned, you're going to get a stretch on the outside of the leg instead of just up the middle. And we focus heavily on that center muscle, that big one in the middle, but we need to get those other ones stretched as well. The more flexibility we have in those muscles, the more we stay in alignment. If they get tight, they start pulling on the back, putting you in weird places because those muscles just can't give anymore. All right, sit it up. Foot in this time, same thing. I hope you felt the difference of moving from the outside of the leg to the inside of the leg as you did that. it should be a completely different stretch like this. Back up, other side, same thing. Out, toe out, knees bent. It's pretty extended here. You're still coming right straight down. Torso is over the hips, coming right straight down. So you don't bend off to the side. All you're doing is making up for that muscle already having a nice stretch to it. Not a big move. You won't go down very far because you've got that extra tension in there. So you really need to control this. Don't pull yourself down as far as you can. You just let the muscle start to stretch. Back up, use your hands again, foot in and down. And again, with this, I hope you're feeling the muscles. I mean, just a completely different set of muscles being stretched that you don't normally feel. Down and back up. Whoo, again. All right, we're going to bring the foot off to the side. So bring yourself out to the edge of the chair. One cheek on, one cheek off. So that other leg sits down right on the side. And just don't kick the mouse. Knee goes right straight down or as close as you can get to it. Hold on to the other side of the chair so that you keep that torso upright. If you don't, you're going to lean off to one side to try to counterbalance. Get it right here so that you're right above the hips. And then just let that knee drop for a little bit. And what you're going to do while you're back there doing that is start rolling those shoulder blades back and try to get that knee back just a little bit more as you do this, feeling the stretch in the front of the hip and going down through the front of the thigh. Get those hip flexors, top of the quadriceps. And again, you need to look for it. My way of doing it is ball the foot on the floor and then extend the knee out. That's the easiest way for me to get it. But again, you find that spot that's right for you. Just holding the knee down the side may be enough. Just letting gravity do the work. And back up again. Same on the front of the chair. I'm going to come out here, foot back, and then arm out. Reach all the way across. As far as you can get the shoulder out, as far as you can get the leg out. Feel the stretch in the back of the leg, up through the shoulders, going all the way through the hand. And bring it back in again. Opposite arm out, leg back. Palm down. Bring that arm up over the top. Shoulder blades are back. Stay in a straight line. So don't turn off to the side like this. Stay right here. And fall into that back leg. You're going to feel better stretch through the front of the thigh as you do that. And arm back out again. Other side. First, just having that knee drop off. Find your balance here. Get yourself in the middle. So really opening up this entire hip area as we do these different exercises. We're getting rotation in there. We're getting a stretch through just the muscles straight. Chest stays forward. Don't let yourself twist, bend, fold, mutilate. Don't do any of those things. And then see if you can take that foot back a little bit more or get that knee back a little bit more. Watch out for your Christmas decorations. They fall easily. Oh, for goodness sake. I'll have to fix that later. Pay no attention to the candy cane that's falling down. All right, across the front. Foot back. Starting out there, arm all the way up. Stretch it out. This is the easier stretch where you've got that diagonal little straight line going from the fingertips down to the ball of the foot. And bring it down. Then you can take that other arm out front. Palm up. And then just bring it up a little bit. Feel the stretch all the way through the front and the back of the leg. front of that back leg. Through those hip flexors, lift up, turn it over, come back down, come back to center. Check that out. My favorite stretch. Ankles crossed. Shoulder blades are back. Extend the feet out as much as you need to. And come forward into a hip hinge. Keeping the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. And come down into it. Again, completely different set of muscles on this one than any of the other stretches. What you're looking for is the outside of the hips. These muscles along the side of the legs, the IT bands that go down to the ankles, as well as the hip or the hamstrings and the sides. Use your hands on the thighs to push yourself back up again. Don't just use the lower back to get you up. Other side, same thing. So this one, much tighter. I'm feeling it right where I should, that back leg on the outside of the leg. If you need to, hold on to the chair to keep your shoulder blades back. Or put your hands on the thighs. But whatever you do, make sure the shoulder blades stay back, chest stays out, spine stays in neutral. And grab onto the chair. And bring yourself back up again. Feet, don't fail me now. Out, 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 and out, like that. And then in. So it's just walking those ankles, getting those ankles, lots of range of motion in there, lots of flexibility. We need that so when we're walking, they can always adjust depending on the surface that you're on. So if you're on gravel, if you're on rocks, if you're walking on uneven grass ground, if you're crossing a pond or a river by crossing rocks, you got to have that flexibility. In, and in. Back out. It is the ankle that does the movement, not the leg. You don't turn at the knee. It's all through the ankle. And back in and back in. One leg up. I'm going to take the ankle and stretch it one way, up on the side, and then back down again. So bring it right out to the outside and back down, and then take and rotate. Get all kinds of rotation through the foot. So you can do it by putting the foot out and moving it, but if you can relax these ankle muscles and do the movement with your fingers instead, with the hand instead, you get so much more stretch out of it. Otherwise, you tighten them up to try to control that rotation through the foot. And release. Other side, same thing. Side to side first. If you have any problems getting to that foot, just extend that bottom leg out. Up and back down. A couple times like that, and then rotation through all the way around, both directions. Again, relax the ankle. Use the hand to make the motions, to make the movement. And back again. Relaxing, relaxing. Yep. And back down again. That felt really good. Hands on the thighs. We're going to go right here. Kind of finish up here with a full body. Coming down, hands on the thighs, keeping the back straight for this one. So you're going to feel all the way down to the tailbone. With those shoulder blades back, bring the chest up. See how far down I was? That was terrible. And just fall into it. Now you can take and just hold in there, exhale a few times. Those muscles are warmed up now, so they'll get a little more stretch out of them. They're much safer to stretch right now. And then push up through the palm of the hands, keeping the shoulder blades back. Don't stress those muscles. We're trying to stretch them, not contract them. All right, this time hands down the middle. You're going to get more of a stretch. So I'm going to bring the hands underneath the chair as I lay down between the legs. You get down as far as you can. Just get the hands out. What you want are those shoulders to come around. but chin does not come to the chest. Come around, hands on the thighs, and bring yourself back. Grabbing onto the back of the chair, rolling the shoulder blades back. Leaning forward in the chair, getting as much stretch through the chest as you can, front of the shoulders. Squeeze those shoulder blades together as much as you can. Deep breath in, push the stomach out, and then exhale. Bring the shoulders forward, stretches the middle of the back up through the shoulders, up the shoulders. And hands on the thighs, bring the shoulder blades back before you start grabbing behind you. Get yourself in neutral first, and then hip hinge forward. Deep breath in, exhale. One more time, arms forward. And back in. Shake that out. Grab one thigh at a time and just do these rotations. Getting one last stretch through those hips. Really focusing on making sure the lower body has lots of range of motion in it. The more we can get these muscles to open up, the less they're going to lock up on you and the easier it is to stay upright. Other side, same thing. If you have the flexibility in the joints, you can make adjustments as you go along. The body will adjust. If they're tight, if one part goes, the whole thing goes. And bring it back down again. Hands underneath. Roll the shoulders down toward the floor. Bring the legs in. We'll bring the arms, shoulder blades back, arms out to the side. When you get right up here, deep breath in through the nose. Forcing the stomach out, feeling the lungs open up, and then exhale. Collapsing onto the legs, onto the thighs. Rolling the shoulder blades forward. Grab on, get all that air out of the lungs. All the bad air out so we can get fresh air in. Bring it back up on top, rolling the shoulder blades back. Before you come up, deep breath in. Stomach out and exhale. Bring the arms back down again. Shake it out. We're good. We're there. We're done. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. And I will see you again on Wednesday where we will do something new, fun, and exciting. Core. Yes. I love core.